Game 2 of the NBA Finals, 111-108. Miami takes Game 2, evening the series 1-1. Congratulations.
To your Miami Heat.
Thank you. I just showed this to Steve before we started talking. I got my Heat mug today. Little
sipping on some excellence.
Little celebration, sipping on some excellence. Jimmy Butler, 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 9 assists. Bam with 21 points as well, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. So both guys with 21, 4, and 9, some way, somehow. Gabe Vincent, 23 points and 2 steals to add. Those are the Heat's top 3 performers. On the Denver side, Jokic with 41, 11, and 4. Jamal Murray, 18, 4, and 10. Aaron Gordon adding 12 points and 7 rebounds. Jokic also led the game in turnovers with 5. I found out through the box score. Yeah. So, a lot going on in this game. Actually, there's not a lot going on in this game. Steve and I, like to kind of pull the curtain back a little bit. After Game 1 and Game 2, Steve and I have a little conversation, talk about what we saw, exchange our thoughts, get stuff ready for the show today. We both said that this game was no energy from Miami. There was no sense of urgency, and Denver just looked more talented. But now you're wondering, well, they won, so how bad could it have been? I don't think Miami is capable of self-motivating. They deal well with adversity. They deal well with being counted out and being rooted against. You go up 3-0 on Boston, you got nothing to worry about. Everyone's talking about the bubbles vindicated. Jimmy getting his respect as a superstar. Drop 3, and then now you got to kind of work a little bit to not be an NBA embarrassment. Win Game 4. Come into Game 1 with a lot of praise. No energy, no effort. We talked about Jimmy Butler not being there. Drop it. This was not a Heat win. This was a Denver loss. So, in the first 3 quarters, Denver has scored 167 points in Games 1 and Game 2. Combined, in the first 3 quarters, they have 167 points. Miami, through the first 3 quarters in both games, had 148 points, making about a 19-point differential. In just the fourth quarter, Miami has outscored Denver by 21 points in just the fourth quarter. What I think happened was that Denver became lackadaisical. They let off the gas a little bit, and Miami got hot at the right time and capitalized. They had not played hard the first 3 quarters. Again, where is Jimmy Butler? I don't know. Now, the shooters stepped up and did better in Game 2, which we said was a necessary thing. But I also said that what wins you NBA championships, Steve?
Defense.
And superstars.
Superstars, that's right.
Defense and superstars wins NBA championships. Jimmy Butler is the Miami Heat superstar. He needs to do something. Jimmy Butler was not aggressive last night. And I think there was something, he shot a lot. It looked like in his body, he looked uncomfortable. Had no fouls. Cameron, why is that a bad thing? If you can go an entire NBA game, 48 minutes, and not foul someone, you're not up on them being aggressive, being the elite defender that you are known as for the majority of your career. He also had a plus-minus of +3. Cameron, he was 3 points better. Why is it a bad thing? Why is my superstar only making my team 3 points better on the court? Why? So, I say all that to kind of say this, to go the kind of the opposite way. Now they got 1 game under their belt. It's going to go into Miami with that, hey, we stole one from them. No one thought we could do that. We're going to go home. We're going to keep going. That is what they need to be great, which they are not capable of manifesting themselves. The Heat being that, like I said, that no one believes in us, we're going to outwork you energy. If they don't have that, they are not the same team. This is the regular season Heat right now, which is not good enough to win a championship. So I need to see more from Jimmy Butler, and I need the Heat, it's going to sound weird, to be better at motivating. They need to be able to self-motivate and not just use the outside noise to carry them to play great games.
One thing that struck me as interesting about last night's game, though, and I went back and looked, in this playoffs, in these 2023 playoffs, Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets are 0-3 when Jokic has 40 points or more. Eric Spoelstra changed the way that they were playing defense on Jokic. Instead of Bam Adebayo being all up on him and smothering him when he has the ball, he gave him 2 to 3 feet and dared Jokic to be offensive. And instead of Jamal Murray taking 20 shots like he has 4 out of his last 5 games, I believe, Jamal Murray took 15 shots and had under 20 points. All 5 of their starters were in minus in the plus minus. When Nikola Jokic is not getting the rest of the Denver Nuggets involved, that's why I believe the Denver Nuggets didn't win last night. And that Eric Spoelstra had the Heat ready with a game plan on defense to do exactly that. What do you make of the benching of Caleb Martin?
You got to earn your spot. Listen, Caleb Martin, no one would have or could have expected his surgence in the conference finals. It's not working right now in the finals. I mean, he took 3 shots in 20 minutes last night. We've always talked about, youth in the finals and the playoffs isn't a great thing. I don't want to rely on that. So, yeah, I think it's just Eric Spoelstra. He's recognizing that he had the special sauce last round. Now he doesn't. We got to find someone else who does and what works. That's what makes Spoelstra so great. He knows how to adapt and how to take what he had with his roster and make the best out of it, no matter who it is or how it's constructed. How I think the rest of the series is going to go. We both said Denver in 6. Right now, it's obviously 1-1. I think Miami wins game 3, first one at home. Then they drop one at home because I think that magic motivation will be gone. And then they go back to Denver, and Denver just wins their next 2 at home. And that's going to be it. Game 3 will be in Miami, Wednesday, June 7th at 8:30, which we need to address this very quickly. I want to apologize to the sports world for giving you wrong information. I was sitting here at home yesterday. All of a sudden, I get a notification saying that the game started. And I'm like, it's only 8 o'clock. What do you mean the game's starting? So my apologies, but I just double-checked. 8:30, Wednesday, June 7th in Miami. We'll be watching and we'll be reporting.